Hey, it's Kimberlee and welcome back to my channel. I make videos on all things lifestyle on a budget, and today I am showing you my ergonomical computer chair. I was scrolling on Instagram late one night, as one always does, and I came across this advertisement for this chair that was kind of like a rocking chair slash it was supposed to be good for your back and your posture. And so I was like, wait, I feel like I need that. I would love to be not hunched over all the time. I have a bad habit of doing so like this and just kind of being in that hunchback position, which is so bad for you. So I wanted to have something that would encourage me to sit up straight. So I looked up the brand that had the advertisement. It was called like Lite or Lite, I'm not sure. But I saw the price for it, it was like $250, and I was like, whoa. I was like, let me see if I could find a lower price or cheaper price. I just kind of went down the rabbit hole, and I found out that this is actually quite a popular thing, like these types of chairs. Checked out different sites, I saw varying prices, but they still were kind of high end. Of course, I ended up going to Amazon out of pure curiosity, and there was one for $50, and I thought, well, let's just see what it's like. It's not necessarily going to be up to par as the other one, but let's just see what it's like in general. Does it affect my posture? Do I feel like I'm sitting a certain way or whatever? So I purchased this one. When I was doing my research, I actually did see stuff that was contrasting to, the praises of this type of chair. It was actually a doctor that was talking about how it felt like if you do sit in these types of chairs, you might get sway back, meaning you've pushed your posture so far forward that your spine and all of that might actually be swayed forward, which is not really good. I felt like for me, in terms of understanding the differences of that, as a dancer, I feel like I am in tune with my body. I can feel where things might not be aligned, and thus I felt like it would be okay if I got one that was of lesser value, so I would immediately be aware of things that might be kind of funny or off kilter. So when it comes, you do have to put it pretty much all together. It's very step by step. There was only one screw that didn't quite fit in, but where it is, which is under the top seat, I feel like I'm okay. Like I don't think this is gonna fall from under me. It probably took me like 15-20 minutes, which is impressive. I think that the cushions for your butt and for your knees are actually quite comfortable. And in comparison to some other videos that I saw, this one is wobbly, but I don't plan on wobbling back and forth because I know that this is delicate. So I feel like I'll rock back and forth, which is the purpose of it, but I'm not gonna be like shaking my legs and stuff on here. But I actually think it's been really fun for the past 2 weeks that I've had it. It's very unique. I do feel like my posture is improved, but I will say that I also realize that you can still fall back into old tendencies. It's kind of on you to be conscious that you're needing to sit up. I could still go like this. You know what I mean? So it's kind of on you to put your weight forward so that you do rock up. There's nothing that stops you from being here, which is not the purpose of it. It is to sit forward. Kind of sit into it, or you could kneel into it and then sit back, whatever works for you. Other ways that I've been sitting too is I've been lifting one leg up. So I'll be at the computer, it's easy to kind of like turn around. And because my desk is a little bit lower, I could be like down here and I use my arm to kind of prop up. Or I could be here and typing up. So I do like how I feel like my back is straight with my posture, but like I said, my desk is a little bit lower. I'm trying to figure out how I can get fully in frame with this thing so that you could see. So I was trying to show you guys the fully forward position. So this is if I was so far forward, and the way that it's built is that I wouldn't feel like I would fall onto the floor or anything like that. It has like a bit of a stop, which is great. Here's where I guess far back would be, but I don't see the point in you needing to be back here because you wouldn't have good posture anyway. So you kind of just balance right here in the center. The one thing that does kind of stand out that's interesting is that it almost feels as if maybe this would be better for someone that's taller. If your shins are supposed to be all across that, you could see them already starting to like sink back. So I feel like that doesn't make sense unless I was supposed to be like this and kneeling forward, which I doubt that that's what the chair is supposed to be like. I think you're supposed to be sitting a little bit farther back. So for the examples of where people's shins are in line with it, I don't think that that's for me, unless that's for somebody that is taller. But for me, I'm 5'4.5", and I feel like I actually do better with my legs farther back. So I feel best here, and then I can still do my rocking and all of that but then I have like my knees forward into it, and it's actually really comfortable. I know there were some reviews that said that it wasn't comfortable or that they go soft, but these cushions are really comfortable, and I've sat here for a couple of hours. When I was adjusting to figuring out where my weight should be, I think like the first couple times I sat in the chair, I felt like when I stood up my hip flexors were tired, so I feel like, and I had to stretch out, so I had to do something where I would stretch my legs forward or pull my legs back to kind of like stretch out that area. And I think the reason is why is because I was adjusting to figuring out where my legs should be in here. I did specifically like that this had 2 pads on the bottom and not one whole pad across, so it is easy to switch positions. I think that this is great for someone that wants to just kind of test it out, that does have like a good body awareness to know like, hey, this is good for me, or hey, this is not. Or just anyone that wants to try it and is able to figure out like, hey, I'm swaying my back, this isn't a good idea, and let me just adjust it myself. If you have the money, then sure, go for the bigger brands, but I think this is a nice budget alternative so far. If anything ever changes or it breaks down, I'll definitely let you guys know in the comments. I like that I can sit in different positions, you know, with my leg up or something like that, and it kind of goes with me. This thing, you will not be prevented from hunching over. It's just your body naturally does want to sit up straight with it, which is great without it feeling forced. So that's my quick little review on this ergonomical rocking chair. I think it's really cool. I'll have it down below if you guys are interested in trying it out, but then also do your research, check out the higher end ones, check out some comparison videos, etc. They're all made kind of differently. I'm sure this is with, you know, not as expensive materials. I would love to figure out a way to put another color on here. Maybe I'd have to buy some fabric and do like a DIY myself, because the red is a little dramatic. But I would probably want one of the more neutral colors, but they didn't have it for the $50. It was literally just this color. Comment down below if you have one. Comment down below if you have tips and tricks. Like I said before, I think it depends on your height and weight distribution. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.